Vin Tran, for those of you that do not know him, he's like the sushi god of Edmonton. I'm a big fan of sushi. Most of us are out there. We don't have a full understanding of the food, but we know we enjoy it. I know this time of year is super, super busy for you. So I appreciate you making the time just to stop by and talk to us about who you are as a person besides this, big company that you have on the side and how well you're doing, how backed up you are. So I appreciate you taking the time to see us.
No, thanks. Thanks for having me here. I mean, I can't thank you enough, man. This is my first time being on a microphone.
It's hard to believe, but okay, I'm going to take your word on that. You have a studio of your own.
Just
you dabble.
Just something for fun.
Yeah.
Just something for fun.
You don't even have time. How does a guy like you make time?
I have no idea, man. I just got to worry about today. Let tomorrow worry about tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I learned from the people I meet.
I like that. I like that. So are you originally from Edmonton?
No, I came here when I was 10 from Vietnam. I'm Vietnamese. Yeah, I know.
I came when I was 9. I was born here, but came back when I was 9.
No way.
Yeah, so similar,
Similar?
We were back at almost the age of 10, just started finding out what hockey was.
Yeah.
What's a sport that Canadians love so much? Dad, get me rollerblades.
Rollerblades?
Yeah.
I still don't know how to rollerblade.
Well, I did it on the rug downstairs, like in the basement.
Oh.
That's how I started
That's
off.
a lot of friction, man.
Yeah, and my brothers didn't like it. I was just running into them left, right, all my older brothers.
No way.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So you came here from Vietnam. Were you born there?
Yes, I was born in Vietnam, and it wasn't. I don't know. Well, most people say that, people come here from an Asian country means we came on a boat, but no, I did not.
You flew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There was no boat. Okay,
yeah,
good.
there was no boat, man. People think I came on a boat. Yeah.
You're looking out of the airplane window. Where are the boats?
Yeah, fresh off the boat. No, I'm not from fresh off the boat, man.
So this was in what, 19?
Well, good question.
That would be. Can I guess?
Yeah, sure.
1992.
95.
Oh, damn. That was close.
92.
That was close.
I think it's 95. I don't know if my math is right.
Okay, well, we'll call it in the middle. 1993 and a half.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. So you came here. What was your upbringing like? Did you grow up on the north side, west end, downtown?
I grew up downtown.
Okay.
Yeah, in a pretty bad neighborhood, I think.
What neighborhood was that? Is that still around?
Like the 107th Ave.
Yeah, that's not a good neighborhood.
No, you know what? I actually met this gentleman back when I was working at this restaurant downtown. Yeah. And he said 107th Ave used to be called the Ho Chi Minh Avenue.
Ho Chi Minh Avenue?
Yeah, Ho Chi Minh Avenue. Well, Ho Chi Minh is a city in Vietnam.
Oh, okay, so it's comparison.
Yeah, because all the Vietnamese live there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, now it's not. Now it's not this.
Gotcha.
Yeah, now it doesn't have the same name anymore.
Yeah, well, he's trying to describe it to you, what it would be like. That's the best way of describing it,
That's what he said. Yeah.
A place that you would know about.
Yeah.
So did you have, when you guys moved here, was it a big family? Like, do you have sisters and brothers?
No. I came here with my mom.
Okay.
Yeah. My dad came on a boat.
Your dad did come on a boat?
Yeah, my dad did come on a boat.
So that deletes that whole thing that you just talked about.
Yeah, you're right. My dad
the
came
old
on a
cliche, it was just my dad.
My dad came on a boat and he sponsored us over here. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
did he come after? Or did he lead the way and then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
He wanted me to have a better future.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I'm thankful for that.
When did this passion for food come to be in your life? Was it early on? Was it like at the age of 5, or was it more like as you got a little bit?
It was I have to say that is because I didn't do well in school. Okay. I thought I did.
Okay.
And then because I didn't do well in school when I was at NATE, I took business for 1 year, and I'm like, wow, I fell asleep during OB class every morning, man, like at 8:30 in the morning. Like, what the hell? I came to school just to sleep. That's terrible.
Right.
So, yeah, it didn't work out for me, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
you did good, but I mean, it was just really tiring.
Yeah, it's just, I'm not a morning person. Like,
yeah.
What is this, noon right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still sleepy, man.
Really? Good.
No, that's a terrible thing. They said early bird gets the prize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What's that?
It's the worm. The
Worm
worm.
gets.
The early bird gets the worm. Birds don't care about prizes.
Oh,
They care about worms.
okay, okay. My bad.
See, you learn something new
Yeah,
every day.
yeah. I learn something new every day, man.
So your passion started for that because school wasn't really
Yeah,
all it was
school.
cracked up to be. So this is later on.
This is later on. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be good at sushi when I was 19 years old. So I think I learned more in the last 4 years than I did in the last 16 years of making sushi.
Oh, okay. So you've been making sushi for about 16 years.
Because of the customers that I've gained and
Yeah.
the people that I meet along the way.
Yeah.
And it's just it's nice is because you guys inspire me to make better things or to make different things every day or because I get to see you again in a couple months or half a year down the road. Like even though you don't say that you expect something new out of me, but I want you to have something new, and I want you to have something better, just to make sure that things doesn't get boring, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of your videos and pictures, and it's amazing how many different types of sushi you have. Like, is a lot of it something that exists back home, or is it a lot of it was a lot of it innovative? Did you invent a lot of those? Because I see even your style, your presentation,
thanks.
The women that you're putting the food on. I'm like, where did that idea even come from? Did you gain that as you went on, or were these ideas just flowing in the last 4 years?
Because every time I see something, and every time I eat something, the idea for me is to create something that I like to eat. So everything that you see, I like to eat.
I like that.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah. That's my thing. If I don't want to give it to if I don't want to eat it, I wouldn't want to give it to you.
Okay. Do you have a favorite kind of sushi? You probably don't have a favorite because you probably love making all of them. But
you know what? My favorite thing to eat would be spicy tuna.
Ooh, I like spicy tuna.
Yeah, it's something easy. It's something that I can introduce to anybody and they would be okay with.
Okay.
Yeah, except when it's maybe, well, it depends on certain person. Like, I mean, some people can tolerate spice more than others, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just let me know in advance.
You ever see that podcast where he has celebrities eating wings, and then he keeps upping the hotness of each wing? What's that? Hot Ones. It's called Hot Ones. Yeah.
Really?
And he has celebrities on there, and all they do is eat wings, and they have a lineup of hot sauce, and there's about 10 different kinds, but they keep going up in how hot they are. So by the time they get to the end and they're telling their life story, they're all beet red, drinking milk, walking around. So yeah, we should have a hot sauce episode one day with sushi. That would be awesome. I'm not a big hot sauce fan, but I can handle some heat. But if it's on tuna, it's usually pretty damn good.
Yeah. Oh,
so that's
dude,
your favorite thing to eat?
I can't wait. Hopefully one day I get to feed you.
Yeah, no, I want to be a part of that. That'd be awesome. I've tasted your food before, both years ago and recently, and it's always on par. Like I
Thanks,
love
man.
it. But I'm a big sushi guy. So to make sushi, you need some special tools. You brought some of them with us. What are these? Are you gonna just attack me, or what's the? Give us your
what?
Your rundown.
My favorite tool here is actually this tweezer, man. Like, this is
the hair plucker for elephants.
Yeah, it looks like it, hey. Yeah, it's for fish bones, and it works really well. And you know what people say about I mean, there's a $5 tweezer, and then there's a $30 tweezer.
Okay.
The $30 tweezer works so much better.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just.
Does it just feel better in the hands?
Yeah, it feels nice, and it's just. It means business, you know.
It means business.
Yeah. If you're gonna buy something, make sure it's worth it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well,
what's that? What's that?
This one?
Yeah.
This one is sashimi chopsticks. So you can you know how here we have certain tweezers for presentation.
Yeah.
Like fine tuning tweezers.
Yeah.
But in Japan, there's this. I don't think they use tweezers because everyone's supposed to really perfect having, like you can actually pick something up. I don't know.
Pick that thing up.
Yeah, like, you're
Okay.
supposed to be good at it.
So is that the
So you don't
chopsticks
need
that
it.
they actually use? A lot of them are like that. They don't go.
I think every sushi chef should have a chopstick like this. Yeah.
Is it for basically laying it on a plate, like presentation wise, or
Yes.
do you use it in the cooking process or in the making of it?
See, you see the tip? It's like needle point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's so that way you can pick up like just a small this.
And you're probably not squishing things. and
Yeah,
not
like you
being
can
messy
pick up
with it.
the tiniest of things, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's made for.
I've seen them in the movies, like for training purposes, whether it was kung fu or
Yeah.
or any sort of martial arts, where
Yeah.
they teach the person to grab a bug with the chopsticks. Is that a myth, or can people actually grab?
I have no idea, man.
Your hand-eye coordination would probably have to be.
I don't know.
What are the scissors?
That's special skills.
Yeah.
Oh, this pair of scissors.
Oh, those are awesome. They look like
yeah
samurai
Here,
swords
here,
together.
check it out.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's really satisfying just to take it out like a pair, like a sword. There you go. It feels satisfying from that.
And they're so smooth.
Oh, dude, they're sharp. Man.
What are they
They're
for?
nice. I got them from Tsukiji Market in Japan. The fish
And they
market.
look like they've been
Tsukiji
sharpened.
fish market from Japan. What's that?
They look like they've been sharpened, like a samurai sword.
Yeah, it's really.
Oh.
It says made in
Wow.
Japan on there, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Where?
Right there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. That is awesome.
I had to, man. Some guy came up to me and be like,
I like it. I like it.
"Yeah."
And then you got a sword. Is that like
This one.
which company do you get these from? Like, what's the?
Good question. This is from Amazon. I got this from Amazon for I'm guessing around $150, $160 plus shipping, right? And it came straight from Japan, man. And it's been treating me really well.
Are they all sharpened the same? They look like you can almost tell when it's from Japan, the way it's sharpened. Or am I just like not a knife expert? They look like they're sharpened in that same.
I don't
Are
know.
they folded?
Good question, man. I have no
It just
idea.
works really well. That's all you
It
need
just
to know.
works really well. Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
the one thing I do look for in a knife is balance. So as long as you hold it and it's not too heavy here, it's not too heavy on the handle and
And it's not too light at the front.
Not too heavy in the front. I want a good balance and a good weight as well. If a knife is too light, you have to use more force. If a knife is heavy, you use less force.
Yeah. Which most people would probably think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Why would it cut me less? It's sharper.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you make less mistakes when it's sharper.
Yeah, when it's sharper, it's a cleaner cut, probably easier to heal too. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's
right.
easier to stitch together.
yeah, exactly.
That's gross, man. We're
I
talking
know.
about sushi. Let's keep it non-violent. When did you go from being at Kyoto
Okay.
to Mount Fuji? When did you start your own business? Because now, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
if somebody wants to taste your sushi,
Yeah.
they got to be a part of these events that
Yeah.
you hold. There's no location where I can go on Jasper Avenue and try some of your food, is there?
No, I do have a commercial kitchen. It's downtown, and
Can people walk in, or is this just
no,
order?
I
Cater?
only I have access to that kitchen,
Okay.
and I use it to prep just for 3 hours a day. Well, 3 hours every time I have a gig. Then yeah, of course I have to go there and prep just to make sure that everything is portioned, everything is right, and everything
Planning
is good
is
to
all
go.
done.
Yeah. So
Is that usually how long it takes you to prepare for a
from
party? 3 hours?
2 to 3 hours,
Okay.
because it takes about an hour for the rice to be cooked properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so about 3 hours to prepare. How long do these events take, or how long are you there for? Like these parties, are you there for 3-4 hours?
No.
Is it like a 6-hour, 5-hour ordeal altogether?
Between 4 to 6. It depends
Okay.
on how many guests I have, and it depends how rowdy you guys get.
Yeah.
Sometimes you guys drink too much. You guys
Depends
forget
on
to
how
eat.
many lebs are at the party. You're like, I've seen everybody.
Yeah.
I've seen my own kind get rowdy. You're known for these parties, but your waiting list is like what? A year or
Right
two?
now, my next for weekend is about a year in advance.
Wow.
Yeah, so you have to book a year in advance for weekends.
Did you ever imagine that it would get
weekends
that
would
big?
be a Friday or a Saturday? Sunday is considered to be I don't know, Sunday, it's its own category.
Yeah. Depends on how big the party is and how bad they want you there.
Sunday is hard to work, man, because the energy level of certain people on a Sunday is different.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Well,
Thursday.
I guess so, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday obviously has more energy than Sunday does.
But my idea of having a good party it's all about, a good get together. Not it doesn't have to be a party.
Because you seem to be very involved. It's not it is a professional setting, but the amount of people that take pictures with you, the amount of people that you get involved in the process, holding the torch, stuff like that, you get really involved. Like, it just seems like a gathering of friends, not so much that, you're making sushi for all these guests. It's almost like everybody's in awe around watching you, taking pictures with you, very involved in the process. Is that or is that just perception? Is that what
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Right.
No, it's not perception. It's it's what I like you to no, I mean it's what I like to have. It's just to make sure that you guys have a good time.
Yeah.
Right? The idea is to make sure that you guys have a good time.
Yeah.
So positive energy, it goes both ways.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I mean, if I feel good, you feel good, everybody feels good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest party that you've done? Like, are we talking 100 people, 200 people? What's the biggest party that you've been involved in?
I have catered to a lot at once, but I think it's a bit harder to do a bigger group, is because
it's not as intimate.
Yeah, you know what, for 2019 I'm trying to trim it down to a maximum of 20.
More exclusive.
Yeah,
less just big and all over the place. More. Makes sense. I think I would go that route
It's
too.
not that I can't handle it. It's just it's the way I want to do things now, and I don't know if I want to cater to 100 people.
Yeah.
Or even beyond 30 people.
And you know your business more than anybody, and you're not you're not just starting out where these big parties are impressive to you. Now it's just about the quality and the quality of the
quality makes a big difference, I think. Yeah.
Of course.
I think my quality of food is the same. Doesn't matter if I'm feeding 100 people or 10 people.
Yeah.
It's the quality of me. That's what I like to give, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd rather give you 100% and spread that out to 10 people than 100% spreading out to 100 people. That means, it's...
Of course.
Right?
Less time with Vin.
Yeah, so I really... It's not the same.
Somebody else.
You know what? Good question, though. All this started when I was watching a movie called The Sushi Girl.
Sushi Girl.
Yeah. Before I started all this.
Yeah.
I saw this
Those
movie.
damn movies,
It's called Sushi Girl. It's a Hollywood movie.
Okay.
A whole bunch of guys came in, and it's like one of those. It's not from Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
But it has that kind of vibe.
Okay.
Where 20 guys would meet, or 10 guys would meet in one room.
Yeah.
And some shit's gonna go down.
Okay.
Oh, I can say shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a shit.
Yeah. So 10 guys would sit in one room. And then there's a girl laying on the table.
Yeah.
And then there's a chef that's there.
Yeah.
And he's about to put the sushi on the girl. And they're just there for a business meeting. And then end up at the end of the movie, everybody shot each other and then they all died. Yeah. And I think the sushi girl was the mastermind. The girl laying on the table was, I'm not, I hope I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But the girl was the mastermind. She was the one she was silent the whole time, but she was the one that wanted to kill them all.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So your parties don't end like that, though.
No.
There's no massacre.
But that's what inspired me to have.
Of course. We're all inspired by
that. The thing that I like to say to myself, I'm like, I always like to say, one day that'll happen.
Yeah.
If you keep implanting that thought,
of course,
inside your head,
of course,
you'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Is that
the law of attraction? Yeah.
The laws of attraction.
I mean, you put it out there. You think about it.
Yeah.
Because everything you have, I think, in life, all of us have whatever we have in life. We've thought about it at some point.
Yeah.
This podcast didn't just come to be for no reason. I just walked in one day. No, we thought about it. We thought about every step of the way.
Yeah.
With you and your business, you must have thought, hey, having these sushi parties would be pretty cool instead of having a shop. having like these scheduled sushi parties with friends and family and people I know, and I'd be exclusive. You thought about everything, but that's how it starts, right?
It's a longer process than what people think, right?
Of course.
Yeah, it doesn't happen one
Lots
day.
of sleepless nights, waking up at 3, 4 in the morning. I got a wicked idea. I'm going to write it down.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. So when did this, what was it like the first time you introduced the women to the sushi, the models having the sushi served on them? Was that a little bit uncomfortable for you at first? When did you decide, like, I'm going to try it?
It was hard for me is because...
How was the reaction?
It was really hard to find a person to lay on the table and to trust me to put sushi on there.
Okay, without
who the
cutting
hell is
them.
going to trust this Asian guy?
Don't be using the chopsticks.
these chopsticks, right?
Don't use those.
Yeah.
So you found a few that would...
Yeah, I had to reach out to a few and I'm like, hey, would you be comfortable if, But of course, it didn't start out that way. I have to make sure that on Facebook or on Instagram that I look trustworthy enough.
Of course.
And just to make sure that you trust me as a client and certain individual trust me to put sushi on her.
Of course.
Yeah, it's just it's hard at first, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just before I even started doing any of this was I did this for friends before. Just for fun. Like, well, not the girl laying on the table.
Yeah.
But just to have a sushi party.
Yeah.
No, well, it would be your birthday or something.
Yeah.
And then instead of me bringing a gift, I would bring a whole salmon and be like, hey, this is your gift.
Okay.
Right.
This is what I'm good at.
Yeah.
This is what I can contribute.
Yes, and you have no idea what to do with that fish. So of course I brought my knives. Right. Like, you know what? I'm gonna cut it up for you.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to bring my apron.
Yeah, I'm going to put on an apron. I brought the cutting board too, I think.
You know what? You're going to get an invoice at the end of this party.
No. It's a birthday gift, right?
Yeah, of course. But from there, I'm sure people brought it up again and again, and then people started hearing about it. Is that kind of how it went? Like,
no.
Was it really slow going? Or was it you threw the first one, everybody reacted so well to it, you're like, I'm doing this?
No, I did it a few times, and then one day a stranger messaged me on Facebook, I think.
Was his name Omar?
No, I don't think so. It was a lady, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she was like, hey, do you cater? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, of course I do. I had no idea what I was doing.
You're not going to say no.
What?
You're not going to say no.
No, I just wanted to say yes one day, because... I don't know. There's nothing wrong with saying yes, right?
Yeah. Well, when people ask me for a painting, even if I think I can't do it, I'm like, yeah, of course. And then I go figure out how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So why would you ever say no? Just say yes, and they trust you to go figure it out, right? Same concept.
Yeah. And I don't know. After a few of those, I'm like, you know what? Let's try to do this as a job to see how it goes, right? And I think after 6 months, it became my part-time job. And after 2 years, it became my full-time job. And I've been a sushi chef for 16 years in total.
But how long have you had Sushi by Vin?
I think, how long has it been? 4.5? No, the name changed halfway because I don't know. Before it was called Vin Sushi. I don't know what's better, Vin Sushi or Sushi by Vin. Like
I like Sushi by Vin.
Do you?
Yeah, because it leaves the important word in the front.
Yeah.
Not that Vin is not important, but sushi just grabs you right away.
It sounds to some people it sounds smoother, and to some people it doesn't. I don't know why, but I don't know.
Sushi by Vin sounds a little more modern, like more our times.
Yeah.
Vin, what was the other one?
Vin Sushi.
Vin Sushi would have probably been better in 2002, 2003. Yeah. But the age that we live in, I like that Sushi by Vin seems very modern.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I like it. It sounds good.
Thanks.
Which I didn't know at the beginning. That's what it was called until a few days ago. So when you do these parties and you got the flow of things, where are you now? What's your next? Like how far do you think that you're going to take this? Are you going as far as Vancouver, Calgary? Are you trying to do this national? Are you going global? What's the next logical step for you?
As of right now, the city, I honestly think the city is not small and the city is not big
No,
either.
it's not.
It's not a big city, but it's not a small city.
Yeah.
And I think there's enough sushi enthusiasts in the city
Yeah.
for me to have, for me to keep going.
Agree.
Just to stay in the city, right? I like to keep my quality, and I like to keep the consistency of it.
Yeah.
And since I live here, it's easier to get products and it's easier to trust a supplier.
Yeah.
So if I go to another city, it'd be tough for me. It'd
Yeah.
be really hard because then I would have to do homework and be like, hey, what's the best place to get supplies?
Yeah.
And how do I trust them? I think every business there's a relationship, there's a bond. So if you were to buy something from someone,
Yeah.
you have to trust that person.
Yeah, of
And that
course.
person has to trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's say a supplier here.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to find supplier here, even though there's lots of suppliers.
Yeah.
But there are suppliers that you trust, and then there are suppliers that trust you. So I want to make sure that I reach out to the one that trusts me as well,
Yeah.
because well, you have to trust your supplier.
You have a relationship with them. At
Yeah,
least,
it's the idea of it's that relationship, and you have that trust, right?
especially in the food industry.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have that trust for them, and you don't mean trust as far as like, pay me on the 50. You don't mean money trust. You mean just trust in the quality of the food.
Yes.
Because if you're not getting the quality, and that might affect you. What if somebody gets sick? What if somebody doesn't like?
exactly.
It just takes as good and positive as your reviews have been. It only takes one negative,
Yeah, man.
one
It's
person
scary.
to put that
And this is
teaspoon of oil into the water. You know what I mean?
in this society is pretty scary, especially when it comes to social media, right?
Yeah.
And trust is a big deal, man. I mean, if like I trust the suppliers out there, so I expect them to trust me when I say something's wrong. So I like my supplier.
You're not
they're
looking for a free
they're Seven
shipment.
C's right now. They're a company. They're called Seven C's,
7 C's.
and the head office is in Richmond, BC.
Okay.
Richmond, Vancouver, BC. Right? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I trust them, and they trust me when I say something's bad. Like
Yeah.
say if they give me a salmon that's not up to my standard, and I would say, hey, this salmon is not up to my standard. They'd be like, okay.
How would you know if something like that wasn't up to par? Is it
s-
the shape? Is it the way it's cut? Or is it a look, a smell?
So
those of us that are looking at our own salmon
when
at
I
home.
do go buy a salmon, it's a whole salmon.
Yeah.
I would look at the gills. I would feel how slimy the fish is.
Yeah.
The more slime on it means it's fresh. Means the slime hasn't washed off the fish yet. It hasn't dripped off
Okay.
the whole
Yeah,
fish
yeah,
yet,
yeah.
right? And of course the smell, right? If anything smell bad, means it's
Yeah.
no good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would check that, just the obvious signs, right?
Yeah.
And make sure it's not damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But
Like
some
it's taken any falls or any bruises?
yeah,
Like,
any
do they bruise? Is it?
yeah, of course. Like it's been gutted.
Okay.
So most people don't know this is fish when it's being transported from one place to another, it has to be gutted, just because so it doesn't go spoil. It's like I don't know how to explain this, but it's like killing something
Yeah.
and then let it rot. The gut
Yeah.
rots first.
Yeah.
So it's
So if the core, the problem with rotting is out first,
yes,
and then keeps
so
everything fresher.
You have to get rid of the guts. So that's the way to transport things. If
Do you do a lot of that? The
no,
gut
I don't,
removal,
no,
or does
I don't
it come
like
to you?
do the mess.
Okay.
No, I'd rather have someone do the messy work
So
for me.
7 C's basically delivers you a lot of your product already gutted, already
Yeah,
cut.
already got it, but not cut yet. I have
cut.
to do the cutting myself.
Okay.
Because I don't trust anyone touching my fish.
Okay. Do you believe that everything's got a soul? Everything with eyes has a soul?
I'm Buddhist,
Yeah.
and I think Buddhism thinks that there's a a tree lives.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if there's a soul in a tree, but yeah, I according to Buddhists, we know that there's something that's in the tree that makes it
There's
grow.
an energy. Yeah.
I that's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have Do you have a family of your own now? Are you married with kids?
I good question, man. Wow, these are really good questions. It's getting really deep. Let's cut out the Buddhist part with the tree thing.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I'm still sleeping.
Let's cut out the Buddhist thing with the tree. It's like, that's a beautiful thing,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know, man. Some people might think I'm on drugs.
No. If anybody's on drugs, they always assume it's me. So it's all good. Do you live downtown now? Are you still in Edmonton?
No, I live. Where do I live? See, people are gonna think I'm on drugs, bro.
We woke
I
him
don't
up
take
super
drugs,
early
man.
to do this.
This is too early for me right now.
No, it's all good.
What time is it right now?
I love it. So I was going to ask you, how many people do these sushi parties? Are you like an innovator in Edmonton when it comes to that? Or is that something that's been going on for a while?
I don't understand the question.
Like, is there anybody I can book a sushi party with besides you? Like, is there a lot of
I'm
that
the
going on?
only one with. I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are other people.
Because I haven't
that you
heard
can
of any.
book. But just to tell to the city that I'm fully licensed with a permit.
Yeah.
And fully insured. So shit hits the fan, I'm safe.
I feel like you're expecting one day for shit to hit the fan.
No, but I'm just saying you rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
And some people don't know this, right? I mean, you can hire somebody else to come into your house.
Yeah.
But if something happens to you, then what's
Yeah.
you know?
Well, especially with that kind of food, because
Yeah, man, food is dangerous.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that whoever that you hire, it's that he or she would be
Certified.
a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it took you about, how long did it take you to get your certification or to get license insured?
It's
Was this
tough,
like
man.
in the
It
last
took like a good half a year to a year to get everything.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not easy to get all the how to deal with the
Yeah,
city.
yeah, of
Like
course.
even building a house.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. All the paperwork takes forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. Most people don't know that.
Yeah.
No.
It's the like we said before we got on here, is it just seems so simple, but there's a lot of work that goes behind
That's
it.
the stressful part of it. Yeah. So yeah, I have to have a commercial kitchen, and yeah, that's the only way to get a license or to to get a permit.
Okay.
Right. You need a food handling permit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
you need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what? I did watch the show on Netflix. It's called 42 Grams. Have you ever heard of it? You guys
No.
ever heard of it?
42 grams. No.
It's the weight of two souls.
the weight of two souls.
Yeah, a soul has a weight. 21 gram would be a weight of a soul. Right? That's what.
And is it like a documentary? Is
It's
it
a
movie?
documentary about a chef and his other half.
Okay.
Yeah, and they work together to make sure that he gets a Michelin star. Yeah.
Which is?
But anyway, this documentary.
Yeah.
What I learned from this documentary was at the beginning it says something about being a chef.
Okay.
Is being a chef is making something from the heart.
Yeah.
And give it to another person.
Okay.
That's what being a chef is.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with experience.
Yeah.
Or schooling.
Yeah.
Or how.
How much experience you have.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with experience or schooling.
Yeah.
And that changes my perspective towards things, and that's how I like to view myself. Is every time I make something, it's from my heart, and
Yeah.
I'm giving that to you.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
And so without
it doesn't
you there,
matter
you
if
feel
I have
like it might be lacking in that.
Yeah. So if I were to have another chef, or work with another chef and do that and give that same experience,
Yeah.
it won't be the same because that's not me.
You'd almost have to find like the perfect partner, like harder than picking a wife.
Well, my
You know what I
my
mean?
branding sucks already because it's Sushi by Vin, right? It has
No,
to
I
be
don't
by
think so.
Vin.
I don't think so. I think you're killing it. I just don't think you know how big your reach is. Like
Yeah.
how many people actually know about you? You know what I mean? But that's, I mean, you're busy if you're on social media all the time or talking to people all the time.
Thanks.
You know, you'd find a little bit more of how big your reach is. But that's always a good thing because you're so busy working on your craft and working on these parties, especially this time of year. It's like you don't have time to see how many people know about you, how many people want to book. Do you have somebody that does the bookings for you?
No, I do my own booking, man.
You do?
And I like to is because I can keep an eye on things, and it's nice to know what I get into.
And it's a little more personal. with
Yeah,
people.
it gets more personal, and eventually I become friends with a lot of the people that I meet,
Yeah.
and I meet a lot of nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys are very supportive, and without you guys, I wouldn't be here today. And I'm thankful for that every day.
Well, we're thankful to have you, man. Your parties are pretty crazy. But do you ever do? Have you ever been asked to do it for like a really intimate gathering, like a
Like on
husband
like,
and wife? Because I know like Chef Ramsay gets called to do like
sometimes
a
I just don't
couple
want to be
or-
a third wheel. I feel uncomfortable, bro.
a third wheel with a knife. I'm gonna pop this thing.
It's like, hey Vin, this food is very sexy. It turns me on right now. I'm like, oh no.
Well, you're bringing one of your models with you, so you're not really a third wheel. You're
No.
your
The
partner's
model
dead.
doesn't come with every
Doesn't
meal, right?
speak.
No, it doesn't come with every meal.
And if people wanted to book with you, Vin, I know that the waiting list is pretty long. How would they go about doing that? Is there a phone number they call, a website they visit? Do they go on your social media? Do they email you? How does that happen?
People can email me or DM me on Instagram or send me a message on Facebook.
What's your Instagram?
Sushi by Vin.
Sushi by Vin,
I think if you type down the word sushi, I should come up first,
right?
according to the algorithm.
Right? I could see that. Who else is going to pop up for
If
Edmonton?
it's not, I owe you 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
I think I've said that many times, and I owe a lot of people push-ups.
Well,
Am I? Yeah, I got
yeah.
it first.
Sushi, bang.
I'm good?
Vin.
Wow, right? You type down the word sushi, I should come up first, right? Yeah.
Do you ever go back home and visit? Is there a part of you that likes to go back home and pick up a little more of what
Sushi is not a Vietnamese thing.
No?
I'm
Okay.
I'm Vietnamese, and I don't know a lot of people if they trust me with sushi. But well, the thing is, I've been doing this for a while, and
yeah, exactly.
it's not about your background,
Yeah.
really. It's about your love.
I spent
for-
16 years making sushi. I'd want to be the best at it. And I would expect for somebody
I wouldn't
to
say
try-
I'm the best, but I'm always learning, and I'm always willing to learn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's different about you is that you're very innovative. There's more to you than just sushi. You know what I mean? Like there's a personality there that we used to hear about back in the day before you started doing these parties. I found out about you through a lot of the friends that have been to your parties. Nudie was the first one to mention it.
Oh, yeah,
he's just don't make him sing. I've heard him sing. Nobody else.
Yeah,
knows
because I
this.
won't stop, right?
Is that what it is?
I don't know, man. I
We're gonna take the podcast to your studio one day. Just sneak up on you.
put some reverb on here.
Yeah, exactly. Can we have some reverb on here or what?
No, it's okay.
Do you play any musical instruments besides the singing?
No, I don't. I wish I do. I like playing the drums, but the teacher ran away from me, I think. He disappeared, man.
Oh, really?
I don't know where he is. If he's watching this, he'll be like, screw you, Vin. I didn't
And
run
I-
away. You suck.
And I hate sushi.
I stopped teaching you because you suck.
I tried the guitar one time when I was like 18. I gave it up a week later.
No way.
Literally went to the pawn shop and I said, "How much can I get for this
Yeah, with
electrical
those fingers,
guitar?"
you probably wrecked the whole guitar.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like we're gonna need to give you what's that big one? The big bass one. The cello? What's it called? The big bass guitar with the big strings. Come on, man, you're a musician. Forget it.
I know the piano, but
Yeah, so that's my music experience, but yeah, it's an art. You know what I mean? Like
I think
everything else
food
is-
brings people together.
Yeah.
Music brings people together. That's why I like to have my sound system with me, is
Do
because
you combine the two? Like, do you bring music with you?
I like to say I do.
Because we see a lot of pictures,
I just
but we don't get to
I just
feel
don't
the
want to make
atmosphere.
sure that I just want to make sure that people understand the fact that it takes me half an hour to set up my equipment.
Yeah.
It's a whole PA system, right?
Yeah.
You're a musician, you know what a PA system is.
Yeah.
Right? No.
I just play the piano
No, like it's professional audio,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So
You got your speakers, you got
yeah,
your
you got
amps, you got your wiring.
Yeah, exactly.
got
So the
everything.
speaker is powered. You got the mixer and
Yeah.
you got the microphone. They're indestructible, like this brand, Shure, right?
Yeah.
You've seen that test on YouTube where they drop the microphone off the 20-story building. They sink the microphone into the ocean. They put it in the grill. So they did a whole bunch of tests on
And
Shure
which-
microphones.
And which one
With the
lasted?
SM58, yeah, full metal body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it still works.
So these are
Yeah.
pretty good.
No, I mean it's a good brand. I'm
Yeah.
just these one you can't really do
Drop
the same
in the
thing.
ocean? No.
Yeah, you can't. But except for the SM58 from Shure, right? Yeah, but I'm just saying what I bring
Yeah.
is professional audio equipment.
Yeah.
And it takes me half an hour to set it up.
Yeah.
If I do set it up, use it to its full potential. It's
Is it you that uses it, or do you have somebody
complimentary.
there?
No, I mean, if I set it up for you, I want
Yeah.
you to use it. It's
course.
complimentary to you, right?
Of
And I
course.
just want to make sure that you guys make good use out of it.
Of course.
And so it doesn't waste my time. If I set it up and you sing one song and you want me to put it away, I kind of get disappointed.
Yeah.
Right? Because that kind of wasted my time.
Yeah, of
If
course.
it takes me half an hour to set it up, it'll take me half an hour to put it away.
That's like
Right.
that's like having a podcast without a guest showing up. Then it's
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah.
What a waste of time that is.
Sorry, man. I had to move this to another date.
We were
See,
supposed to
now I
talk
feel
about
bad.
that. No, man, we were supposed to talk about that. So you know what I feel is missing from going onto your page and onto your website and your social media is that I saw a lot of pictures. A lot of cool pictures,
Yeah.
a lot of these foods, a lot of the sushi, the parties. But the one thing I was missing was that vibe that you're talking about. You ever do like videos and stuff? We were talking about that before, but you should do like a little
Like a Salt Bay kind of thing. Like
Yeah, like a exactly like a promo type thing where you hear the music, you feel the vibe, because you're talking a lot about the vibe that your parties bring.
Yeah.
And sometimes, as nice as those pictures are, they don't do it any justice, because you feel like you're not in that atmosphere. But the ones that do videos and post them on their stories on Instagram, a lot of my friends do it on Facebook.
Have a different vibe.
That's when you get that a little bit of that vibe,
Yeah.
right? But you still see the sushi, you still see you, but you know what I mean? If you had videos like that, it'd just be so much more to what you're all about, not just the simple pictures, right? But they look great.
That's a good idea.
Something like that in the future, that'd be cool.
You know what? I've
Not that you have, the
there's
time
a few
for
videos that's done. I haven't posted yet.
it. Okay.
It's just every time I do a post.
Yeah. You leave it alone.
Pictures easier to deal with because the picture means 1,000 words, right?
Yeah, no cover photo,
Yeah.
no this.
Yeah, it's just easier to deal with a 1-minute video. There's so many inconsistencies. It's like, do I like that from 12 second to 15 second?
That's like me.
Do I like my angle of my
That's
face
like
on there?
me. That's like
Right?
me. Yeah.
Is this appropriate?
Yeah.
Or hey, those socks I'm wearing, they're off a little bit. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Just in case. It's just that
Stop
1 minute
treating
video.
everything like sushi, Vin.
I don't know, man.
Just put it out there.
I like to say I'm a perfectionist.
Of course you are.
But
Look
I
what you
do my
do.
best to make sure that I live up to that expectation
Yeah, of course.
of being a perfectionist. But I'm not a perfectionist. I like to be a perfectionist.
Of course.
Right. That's what
But
try to-
that's the thing about being a perfectionist, is that you're never perfect. You're just working on the best version of you, your party, your food.
Yeah.
It's always trying to be the best at it.
Yeah.
But the reason you keep going is because it's not perfect. There's nothing's
No.
perfect.
No.
You're just trying your hardest to get as close as possible.
Yes.
Is there something about you that people would find surprising, besides the fact that you actually have a great singing voice, even though you don't want to share it on here, which really bothers me? I think we're going to edit it in.
This is too early. I can't sing at this hour.
So is there something surprising about you, besides obviously your passion for sushi and your singing and your personality? But what's surprising about you?
What is surprising? I love cars.
You
I
love
don't know.
cars.
I don't know. I think I love cars. No, I love cars.
You love cars?
Yeah, I love cars.
What's your favorite car?
No, my dream job
Yeah.
before was to be Jeremy Clarkson. You know who that is?
No.
The guy from Top Gear, the old Top Gear.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson. So before,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I wanted to be a singer.
Okay.
Then growing up, watching Top Gear, I wanted to be no. Before watching Top Gear, I wanted to be a race car driver because I thought I could drive, But,
Are you a good driver?
Maybe I.
We are talking about Edmonton streets.
That's a good question. You know what? On the road.
Yeah. On the road. Well, yeah, I should help you on the road.
On the road, I like to be defensive, like just to follow the rules and just to make sure that I'm safe. Right.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Yeah, I got to be safe.
Otherwise, you're late for the party.
Right. Yeah, but on a racetrack, I like to say I'm more aggressive.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
It's a racetrack. Have you been on racetracks before? Have you done the racetrack thing?
A few times.
Did you ever go to Vegas and do one there?
No,
The one where you get to race a Ferrari and a Lamborghini?
No, I have. You know what? Most people like to do such a thing, right?
Yeah.
But to me, if I were to be, when I do get a chance to be on a racetrack, I like to drive a car that I can handle. So if I can't afford to fix it, I won't drive it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Right?
Because I have friends with Lamborghinis. As soon as they bust something, it's not like, let's take it to Midas. No, it's like, we're out for a couple of months, guys. We got to order this part. We got to wait for this guy. Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah, so if I want to drive something on the racetrack, I want to drive something that I can handle as well, right? So something I can handle.
Toyota Celica? The one that's jacked up from the
back? Yeah. No, I actually like to drive something that's either all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive.
So more rally. Are you more rally?
No, I'm not a rally guy.
Okay.
I don't really like to drive in the farm, man.
That in the rally, this is how we'd be driving.
Really?
There'd be a guy sitting next to you going, easy left, Vin, easy left.
Yeah.
Vin, easy left. Hard right, straight ahead. Straight ahead. Yeah.
No,
because the guy's always talking to you and you're trying to, remember the track.
No, I don't like rally driving. But anyway, let's go back to that story.
Yeah.
I wanted to be to drive.
Yeah.
And then I think, and then after watching Top Gear, I wanted to be Jeremy Clarkson because he gets to do all this fun stuff. You guys
and
should
Jeremy
watch
Clarkson
Top Gear.
is one.
Do you guys ever watch Top Gear?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
You know what? I don't know if I'm Buddhist anymore. Top Gear is my religion.
Top Gear is my religion. I'm gonna check it out.
I used to watch one episode every night before I go to bed, just to chill, just to cool me down, just to not think about anything.
And you said you weren't a morning person, but did you ever see like Tintin and Animaniacs before school? Did you ever watch any of those shows?
How old are you again?
37.
Tintin was around when you're 37? I mean, when you
Inspector Gadget.
Yes, I did watch Inspector Gadget. Yeah.
The Smurfs.
No, I didn't see the Smurfs. I saw what's that show, man? With Donald Duck. Has a really cool intro song.
Darkwing Duck, and then there was
like Uncle Scrooge. Is it Uncle Scrooge?
I don't know.
The guy with a lot of money, the duck with a lot of money.
Wasn't the host the guy that does OTR now? Mark Lance. What the hell's his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I think it's Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, DuckTales.
DuckTales.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you, Chris?
26.
How the hell do you know? You weren't even born yet, man.
No, I watched it when I was a kid.
No way.
There's probably reruns at the time.
Okay.
Oh, they were reruns.
Because I don't think you were born yet. No.
Yeah, they were reruns.
Yeah.
Old.
Those are old shows. Yeah.
So that's what your dream was when you were younger. You were watching Top Gear episode before
cars.
bed.
I like yeah, man.
What's your dream car? What do you want to get?
My dream car.
I know we're talking Edmonton, so you don't want to get too nice of a car.
I don't know, man.
Do you have a favorite car?
That's tough. I don't know.
No.
That's a tough question. Would be a dream car, hey? A dream car. Something that I don't see in Edmonton very often would be a McLaren P1.
Ooh.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that one seat?
No, that's the what is that one? The one seat McLaren.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Ben Affleck got one. It was like
that's
$1 million.
No, the McLaren P1 would be the hybrid.
Okay.
The $1 million car.
Okay.
Yeah, from McLaren.
Okay, yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
hybrid. It is a hybrid.
What color would you get it in?
I think there's a blue one in the city.
There's a blue one in the city.
There's a blue one in the city.
Well, then you're not going to get blue.
No.
You're going
course
to get a white one. You should get a white one.
What's your favorite color for cars?
White.
White?
Yeah. Did you know that they don't get as dirty as fast? Like
Yeah.
people think it's white, so it's just going to show everything.
Yeah.
No. The
it doesn't.
darker you go in a car, the more dirt shows on it.
It's
Like a
weird.
white car,
Like
you can
swirl
leave.
marks.
Yeah.
Because you wipe your car.
Exactly.
It's a swirling
I've
motion.
done it where I've been wiping the car and I get to the other side. I'm like, what the hell? Like I literally started on this.
But
side.
on a white car,
But
you don't
white-
see swirl
No,
marks.
you can leave it unwashed for like 2 weeks and
It
it would
is
still
okay.
look white and good. So yeah, I should.
What do you like?
I love all cars.
What do you drive?
Right now it's a BMW, an 07. But I'm one of my first cars was a 94 BMW, and it was just the body was in such mint shape for the year that I just fell in love with it before I moved to Toronto and came back. But I'm a fan of all cars. I like something different, something that you don't see too often. But I'm a big guy, so sitting in a like I had an Acura NSX, I had a Porsche.
You had an Acura NSX.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
it was one of the 6 in the city, but it was a 94.
Nice.
Again, it was mint, but you see how ridiculous I looked when I got out of it. I looked like, like
See,
Honey, I
it's-
Shrunk the Car. Like it just didn't look right.
When you ask me that question, what is your dream car? It's not. See, I don't.
It's not a dream if you can accomplish it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's. Well, that's yeah. You know what? I don't have a dream car anymore. I don't think. I'd rather buy something that I would enjoy. So it wouldn't be. I wouldn't call it a dream
We're
car.
not 25. It's like
Yeah, like
yeah. So what is your dream? If it's not a car, what is the? Or are we getting too personal? But what is the?
my dream. I just want to be on a poster one day, just looking like this. I don't.
We're making you a poster. Are you on Avenue Magazine's 40 top 40 under 40? I thought
No,
No?
I don't think so.
really.
No, I don't
gotta-
think
you
I
gotta
get
meet with-
involved with a lot of things.
It's
That-
pretty cool. You see a lot of people that are from but it's good to know. It's good to know people like that in the
Yeah.
city. We have a neurosurgeon coming on the podcast,
Yeah.
which I know nothing about, but just like I know nothing about sushi, it's fun to have these
Yeah.
kind of conversations and be
I-
educated.
I,
with the
I honestly
viewers.
don't know who to reach out to be in this wonderful magazine.
So if I
you
introduce
speak
you
of.
to the lady that runs all that, you'd be willing to sit down with her?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, I have to wait 2 years.
as long as I have the time.
Yeah.
I always say I don't have time, man. That's terrible. That's a terrible thing to say. People say make time, right?
It's not that. I don't think you mean that I don't have any time. It to me that means that you don't have any time when people would want to see you. Because if I wanted to hang out with you, for example, which I will, I'll call you, let's say, and I'll be like, well, what are you doing on what day am I going to tell you? I'm not going to tell you Monday afternoon. I'm going to tell you what are you doing Friday, Saturday. But you're always busy on those days because of your business. So when you say you have no time, it's not that you have no time on Monday morning. It just means that when people generally want to get together, I'm doing a lot of these events. I'm busy. I'm working on something.
Yeah.
So that's what, and there's certain times in the day or certain days in the week that you don't want to be bothered. Doesn't mean you don't have time.
Yeah.
It's just that we get so little downtime nowadays that we want to spend it with family, with really close friends.
Yeah.
Maybe, I know people that try to read a book every couple of days.
A couple of days ago, I met a group, and he said his wife reads a few books a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jordan Peterson reads a book every day for the last
that's
13
impressive, man.
years or something like that.
Yeah, I can't get my full attention to
Are you-
one page
Really?
unless I'm reading a car magazine. The specs on a car, how fast it goes.
I love that. You know what I want to do? You have a lot of these events coming up, but pick an event that you're doing where they don't have a lot of coverage on it, or you don't expect anybody to show up, but you want like a proper photography team or do a video, because that's what we wanted to do with you before the podcast, but we were kind of running late and we were trying to book it all in and do it fast. But we'd like to like showcase you with the food, the models, the party, whatever, but do it properly for you. So maybe one of these days, let us know in the future, maybe in the next few
Okay.
months or whatever, and we do something like that.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure something out.
It's hard. It's hard to focus with that.
It's
the,
hard.
The great food surrounding you. You're like, I don't want to be videotaping. I want to be.
It's hard. It's not easy. Like I've done a few videos and yeah.
Are you the one that does it, or are you just?
No, I have a few guys that did a few videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they look?
I don't know. I have it.
Are those the ones you have, but you haven't really
I
posted?
haven't posted yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
just
haven't.
add like an intro and outro, and away you go. Your logo. Your
So many inconsistencies I
Right.
can't control. Yeah. Sometimes like even picking an outfit to come see you, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I didn't do dry
You
cleaning.
look great. You look better
Thanks,
than we
thanks.
do.
No.
That's awesome. No, but you're a perfectionist. That's your personality. That's who you are. And I bet you, if you weren't doing sushi and you were just you had a rally car or a race car, I bet you that thing would be perfect and clean all the time. Am I wrong?
If any of my friends are watching this
Yeah.
video, man, and they say they're like, oh, Vin can't even drive.
So
Like,
is that why it's a dream? Because you're like, I can't do it.
Yeah,
Who am I
yeah, yeah.
kidding?
That would be a dream. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you ask me what's my dream, yeah.
Okay, but I'm saying you'd be a perfectionist in that category as well, not just with sushi, because obviously with your business you're a perfectionist and you try your best to have everything perfect.
No.
I think with any profession you'd be that way.
You think so?
I think so. I think you just have you.
It's a
from-
personality more of a
Yeah,
personality,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. It's just
Yeah.
a part of who you are.
Just
It's not
like
to
you,
do
look
with
at
your
your
food.
hair. Like you're perfect, man.
the greasy
Nice.
hair. I think I'm gonna shave my head soon.
No.
Yeah,
No,
either that
no,
or
man,
just
you look good.
I just don't like the salt and pepper look. It's like
I do. I'm trying to have the salt and pepper look. Look at my hair.
I just
halfway there.
Just give me the Gandalf the gray look, or just don't even fuck with my hair. Just
Really?
leave it dark.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't like the mix.
No.
Really?
No.
Just embrace it.
You look good, bro.
Thank you, sir.
You look good.
Just embrace the age, right? Every year that goes by, we're thankful to be that age because most people don't get to see 35 and
It's
37.
funny how you call me sir. It makes me feel old.
I'm waiting for you to call me sir. No, I'm just
Oh, thank you, sir.
Speaking of thank you for being on the podcast. I can't wait to catch up with you in the near future, 6 months to a year. I want to see where Sushi by Vin is going. I definitely want to have myself put on the waiting list, and I want to throw a party. And I think I have the people in mind for this, but we'll schedule it with you. And then I know you're worth the wait, but I appreciate you for the time you took to be here. And as long as we know where to get a hold of you at, and any sushi fan, I think would want to hear this podcast. So I appreciate it because we've never done anything like
You know
this.
what? I think I need more practice on this.
How much more practice do you need? What do you think? You're going to sound like Frank Sinatra the next time you come?
No, I want to be more interesting. I didn't think that 1 hour was interesting enough.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What have we missed? Let's say.
I don't know.
Because I wanted to know who you were as a person, not just a Buddhist or
because there were so many questions. I get sidetracked. I can't concentrate, man. Like it's harder for me to.
Next time we're doing this at like 2 a.m, just when you're in your prime.
Yeah, like at least
primus.
have like a glass of, I don't know, whiskey or something. I don't on the rocks.
What were we supposed to have?
No, but the thing is, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or I can't really drink alcohol, man. Otherwise, I can't concentrate.
Yeah, that's like
but at
me.
least have like a beer, just so I can chill and relax. Then my questions and my answers would be a little bit better.
I think you answered every question I hate, except the family thing. So we don't even know.
What family thing?
Well, we don't know if there's like
Oh,
3 or
see,
4 Vins
there
running
you
around.
go. See,
Well, you said, haha, no.
oh,
You said good question.
Good question.
I said, so do you have a family? Like,
See, that's
wife and
terrible.
kids?
If
You're
this
like,
goes
good-
online, my son sees this, he's gonna be like, "What the hell? You didn't
So you-
mention my name."
So you have, I sidetracked you, but you have a son?
Yeah, I have a son. He's 13 years old, man.
He's 13 years old.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's 13 years old.
No more kids though.
That I
Just
can't
the
tell
one,
you.
just the one son.
Yeah, I like to say I want to concentrate on my work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is he passionate about something that you see?
I have
he
no
wants
idea.
to do?
I have no idea. Do you remember when you were 13 years old?
No, I want to do everything. I
Yeah.
want to be a cowboy,
I don't
fireman,
remember what
a
I
hockey
wanted to be
player.
when I was 13 years old.
Yeah, nobody really knows.
Yeah.
Just some parents like to force kids into something.
Mm-hmm. No, these
Like-
these days just put kids into everything,
Yeah.
because with this generation right now,
They don't know what they want, right?
We can be anything, man. Like back then, my parents would be like, "Hey, you have to be a doctor or a lawyer or
Yeah.
dentist, to be successful." But I think that's not true.
Does your family have an outgoing personality like you? Like, are your parents very outspoken?
I think my mom is really
Is that where you get it from?
really I like to say she's open minded.
Yeah.
Right. When it comes to raising her kids.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Just be whatever you want as long as you're happy. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because school is not for everybody.
No, it isn't. I never went to university. I kind of wanted to try so many things at the beginning, but I'm glad I did. I mean, would I have been served better had I just tried one thing and stuck to it? Yeah, but I don't think my life would have been as exciting as it is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I've given myself that thought pattern of being open-minded enough to see something and say, I want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You saw a movie and you kind of went, and that's the theme to your business now, in a way, where a movie scene captured your imagination. You said, that's cool. And I think now that you mentioned that movie scene, I think I've seen it before. I just don't remember what it's called or the movie, but I've seen that before. And now I'm interested to watch it again.
Yeah, so
what was that movie called? Sushi Girl?
Sushi Girl. I think
Sushi
that's
Girl.
what it's called, Sushi Girl.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that one day. And anything that I say I'm going to do it one day, I've done it.
Right? Don't you love that power?
Yeah.
Just
say I'm going to do it one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like,
And
we're going
it
to have a
happens.
podcast. And
Yeah.
they're like, why? What made you? It's like, I just want to do it. And I know we can.
Yeah.
There's a confidence, not arrogance, but there's a confidence that you need to have that gives you that drive to do certain things when so many voices, and I hate when people say, oh, so many people told me I couldn't do it. I'm kind of the opposite. Nobody really tells me I can't do something. So I never had that.
Yeah.
But even when people tell you that, it's like, you gotta be
Positive energy is everything.
right.
You have to be positive.
So much so.
Just think about it. There's nothing bad about failing. I mean, as long as you try.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
you gotta fall. I don't think I've met anybody where, I mean, some of the most successful people I know have done nothing but fall flat on their face. But
That's the only way you can learn.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who's. I'm sure
We've
lots
all-
of people.
We've all failed.
Yeah.
We've all and the people that haven't don't have an interesting enough story to tell you. What are the best stories you ever hear about? Is the guy that lost everything then got everything he wanted. And there's the journey is what's important. You know what I
some
mean?
people scared to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
As Steve Harvey says, you got to jump.
Yeah.
You just got to jump.
You gotta do it, eh?
Yeah. And you know what? A lot of people don't see, when they're not trying something and they're not going for it, that regret that you live with, the thought of having wanted to do something and never trying it, I think far outdoes just failing at something. Like, I'd rather fail at something than to look back a few years later and realize, oh man, I should have tried it. Now I'm too old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the older we get, that positive energy you're talking about, the older we get, the less we want that around. Like before, when we were in our 20s, if we had a friend that's always negative, always shows up and says the wrong thing, you kind of swallow your pride. But nowadays, it's like, if you're going to be negative and you're not going to be positive and you're always just going to shit on people every time you see them, it's like, I just don't want that around. Whether it's a family, friend, a wife, girlfriend, it's just like, I can't deal with that the way I used to. Like, I can't shrug it off like it's nothing. Now I realize it's happening. I can feel it in the air. I can sense it in a conversation. And I just would rather do without it, no matter what the consequences are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. It's nice just to have the positive energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah.
We lack a lot of that, especially with everything you see on YouTube and TV. It's a killer if you don't watch out for it. Like, you know what I mean? If you're not aware that it's happening. So, but thank you for the positive energy. So
Thanks,
we got that in the podcast. I hope we can sustain all that energy. I do want to catch up with you in the future. And like I said, I want to help you out and support you any way I can, just like the rest of Edmonton does, because I know the reason that you wanted to do this podcast is to be supportive of us as well. So
Yes.
I love that it goes both ways, and
Yes.
I appreciate you making the time, man.
No, thank you for having me.
Sushi by Vin.
I really appreciate that. Thank you very
We
much.
appreciate you.